Hello, I'm Christy Oxendine. You know, I had to get my thumbnail, so that's my. I'm Christy. As I said, I am here and I'm starting a new channel, so I'm very excited about that. So I wanted to use this first video to do an introduction for you all so that you get to know me and what you can expect from my channel. So first off, I'm 39. I will be 40 in December. I know, I look so youthful. I know, but I will be 40 and I'm excited for this next decade of my life, and I thought I just want to share with you all how my 20s and 30s went, and then as I transition into my fourth decade. So, what you need to know about me. Again, I'm 39. I am a single woman. Originally from North Carolina, raised up. Those of you from North Carolina, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. But the past 3 years, I've lived in Iowa. So that has been a transition, and Iowa is actually the 6th state that I've lived in. So, but over the last about 10, 15 years, I've been working with college students. So, and I've also been a college student. I'm working on my 4th degree. I am a PhD student, and these are all things that I'm going to talk about later in other videos, so I'm excited about that. So, a lot of videos, as I've been looking in a lot of channels, as I look for 30s and 40s, again, I'm not 40 yet, so I can't talk to the 40 experience, but I can talk to the 20s and the 30s experience, how I transitioned and how I worked through those. So that's what I'm excited to talk about. But as I looked, a lot of it is about dating. Dating is important. Yes, I want a life partner. That is important to me. But you know what? I've lived in Iowa for 3 years. You know how many dates I've gone on? One. So, if that was part of my larger story, then I would be lost if that's what I was focusing on. So I want to talk about what it means to be single and what it means to thrive in that. So, and my channel will not be about being single, how do you find a man or a woman. That's not what this channel is going to be about. I will talk about dating, because that's a part of being single, but that won't be the bulk of it. I want us to talk about and build community about how we're thriving as we live our life and how we bring joy and fun and authenticity to our life. That's what I want to talk about. So, the biggest goal I have in my own life is adding joy back to my life. So I felt like I had a lot of joy and I was enjoying life in my 20s, and then something happened. Something shook up, and in my 30s, I just wasn't enjoying life and having joy in my life. I think I was enjoying it. I just don't know that I had joy in my life. So my big goal right now is to just make sure I'm having a joyful life. And I'll talk more about why I say joy versus happiness in a later video. So that's part of my journey, and as I get back to that joy, I just want to share that journey. I want us to be in here together. I want to develop community. I want to inspire others as we talk about transitions and our journeys together and develop community. That's my biggest goal here as I'm starting that. That is my purpose for starting my channel. Again, I wanted to build a supportive community that is purposeful, and I'm going to tell you the truth. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm a recent TikTok downloader, and I've been on TikTok, and I've been having so much fun. And the community on TikTok, it's not just about followers, it's about friends. So this online community that I've developed in TikTok has really inspired me to also start my channel, because I can help develop community with those who subscribe to my channel, which I hope you will do, and we can just build community together as we have conversations. And yes, it may be one-sided, I may be talking, but I'm going to look at your comments, and I'm going to look at what you want me to talk about, advice you want. And one thing you should know about me is I never give advice that I wouldn't take myself. So that's something that's going to be important as we move through this journey together. I want this to be authentic. I want to have real talk conversations because that's how I live my life. I think it's important to be authentic, and there are spaces as a woman of color that I can't always do that, but I want to bring that to my YouTube channel. The other thing you should know about me is I'm a socially conscious woman. I care about things that are going on in the world. I care about the liberation of my neighbors, my brothers and sisters here in the United States, but also around the world. So that is important to me. It's important to me here on the channel. I'll talk about that balance, what that means to be a socially conscious person, and really a lot of times wear your heart on your sleeve and what that means as you're living in the world and finding balance, which moves me to mindfulness. That is a very important part of my life. I actually have a seminary degree, which I'll talk about later in another video. And during that time, mindfulness became important. Like part of my life these last 5 to 6 years have been digging deeper inside and really getting to the core of why I feel certain things, why I've pursued certain things, and that's been because of mindfulness. And I'll talk about that. That will be one thing that I talk about. Another thing that I'll talk about is being vegan. I've been vegan for 18 months now, and I've enjoyed it. It was a very conscious decision for me so that I could be more intentional on what I was putting into my body. I have done some cooking things on Instagram, so I do plan to do some videos here as well about some of my favorite things. I love making ramen, for example, so that will be one of the things that I share, and I'll just talk with you about my vegan journey. I also want to share some of my hobbies on here. So I very much enjoy painting. About a year ago, I started collecting albums. So those of you that grew up in the 80s and 90s and even the 70s, if you're here, you know about albums when they were. So I started collecting those, and then 6 months later I finally bought myself a record player. So I really love music, and I've been finding a variety of things. I'm starting my collection. I've really been enjoying that. So hopefully we can vibe out some and we can talk about music. And I do like to travel with coronavirus going on. I don't know how much that I'll be able to do that. But when I do travel, I do it safely. So if I do that, I'll be sharing those adventures with you as well. And I'm also a PhD student. I alluded to that earlier. So I am actually about to start my last semester of classes. I am so excited. I have a bachelor's degree, 2 master's degrees, and I'm finishing this PhD. So I've worked with college students for a long time, and I've been a college student for a long time. So I am excited for this last semester of classes. And my second master's degree, I actually went back to school in my 30s. So I'll talk about what it meant to go back to school full-time in my 30s. That will be also a later video. So lastly, what I want to talk about during my time on my channel is I want us to have fun here. I like to laugh, I like to spread joy, and that is why I have decided to start my channel. I want to develop that community in this online space, and I hope you all will come and join me. I look forward to talking with you more. I hope you will subscribe to my channel. And up next, my next video will be talking about the milestones that are coming up for me as I transition, as I finish out 2020 and then move into 2021. I have a lot of milestones coming up, and I'm so excited to talk with you about them. So I hope you will join me on this journey. I look forward to all of you. We'll develop community. Let me know things, how you like my intro video and other things you'd like me to talk about in the comments. I look forward to hearing from you all. Bye!